This is going to be a divine feminine reading, okay? And I'm going to refer to her as her today. I just like doing it differently. I normally don't, but today I did a divine masculine reading, referred to him as him, and today I'm doing a divine feminine her. So just take what resonates, okay? This is just the vibes I'm feeling today. Anyways, we're going to be getting into this cross watcher kind of reading, okay? And this means that I'm going to refer to the divine feminine as, you know, somebody else that you're watching about. It's not going to be directed toward you, all right? So it's kind of a third party situation, but not necessarily a third party relationship. I just mean I'm reading it as a third party person, all right? So anyways, we're going to get into this divine feminine, and this is what she doesn't tell you. All right, these are things happening in the divine feminine's life. Spirit, please guide and direct me for the divine feminine. Please guide and direct me for what we do not know about the divine feminine. We're going to do reversals also today if they come up. Spirit, please guide and direct me in this reading for those cross-watching about the divine feminine and getting some information, cross-watching on her. What is she not telling you, guys? All right, what is your divine feminine not saying? Are these secrets that they keep on purpose? Is this something that she's just quiet about and just keeps to herself? Is it because you're not with your divine feminine? You guys don't talk? You don't know what's going on with her? We don't know. All right, so the first thing that popped up is these two. And, you know, just like the masculine, the Emperor was on top of the Six of Cups. This one came on top of another card. So I'm just going to leave it like that, okay? And I feel called to pull 5. So I feel like the divine feminine is going through some very big change. Big changes right now. Bottom of the deck for the divine feminine is charging ahead with the Chariot. This divine feminine could be the zodiac sign of Cancer for some of you guys, all right? But this divine feminine is really pushing forward. She's brave, she's strong, she's doing it alone. It feels like she's possibly part Sagittarius. There's this horse in here, okay? But your divine feminine is moving forward with life. She is no longer stagnant or bound or stuck in a situation. She is freeing herself from a situation, and she is being victorious. She's rising above her hardships. So she's coming out of hardships is also what I'm hearing. Let's start. First card out is Seven of Swords, Deception and Strategy. And there's this secrets, Libra energy. The next one is Five of Wands, Conflict and Competition. Your divine feminine is secretly very competitive, which is honestly a very strong Cancerian trait. Yeah. Your divine feminine secretly thrives on competition and does well through conflict. Doesn't really mind it, doesn't scare her much. She's also making a lot of money right now. She may be making some gains through some investment. The next thing is the Nine of Swords in reverse. This is great. This is self-sabotage and nightmares, but when it's in reverse, she's conquered it. So your divine feminine is no longer being conquered by fear. There was a time where she was probably scared in a little corner somewhere. Sleepless nights, just feeling helpless, out of control. She let her demons get the best of her. This message is, nope, not doing it anymore. The next one is Knight of Cups, romantic gesture. Interesting. Same third position as the masculine with a cup energy, which is love. Listen, I think that she is offering a cup of love. Look at this. She's over here kissing someone. They're having coffee together. Your divine feminine is, wow, okay. She might also be a fan of old black and white movies. Very much so. Your divine feminine loves this black and white kind of energy. The divine feminine is also working with the colors black and white. She may be painting a house in black and white. She may also be doing photography, you know, using black and white photos. But your divine feminine is definitely in that vibe. And your divine feminine is traditional and old school and kind of just loves tradition. Your divine feminine really is a passionate romantic. Your divine feminine may not tell you that she's really into poetry. She's really into romance novels possibly. She may even be a romance novel writer. But your divine feminine is really into those kinds of things. And is a very strong possibility of a Cancerian, if not at least a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. But your feminine is really coming in strong as water. The next card is another number 9. 9 of Wands, trials and tribulations. Your divine feminine is a wounded warrior. She's been beaten down. She's taken several hits. Hits to the ego, hits to the finances, hits towards, you know, life in general. Life has knocked her down more than once. And instead of just staying down as life has just put her there, she's decided to rise above with the Chariot. Nothing is going to get her down. She will go through loss, brokenheartedness, sufferings of all kinds, and walk out a warrior. That's your divine feminine. She is a warrior. She's dealt with a lot in her life. The next card is 2 of Swords, stalemate and indecision. Wow. So right now your divine feminine is also trying to make a decision about something, but it's a lot harder than it looks. Your divine feminine's like, I've got a big decision to make and I don't know what I should do. She needs help. She's seeking advice. She's trying to get someone to help advise her on what she should do. She's having a very hard time making some decision in her life that is a very, very big decision, such as a job or buying a house or moving to a different state or doing something to her body, you know, or, you know, starting a business. She just feels like this is a huge move and she wishes she had your input. She wishes she had your help. She wishes that you were with her and helping her in this transition. Ooh, so we do have a very feminine card that came out. I want you to take care of my needs. The nurturer, again, very Cancerian. The divine feminine wishes you could take care of some of her needs. She's tired of doing it alone. 9-9 is very lonely. So yeah, she's just like, I wish you were here to take on some of this with me. And not only that, she's feeling very turned on and very sexual. She would love to be intimate with you. She would love to have some romance with you. Okay, so she's wanting sex, she's wanting kisses, she's wanting love, she's wanting intimacy. She also feels like she's running out of time, like possibly time is ticking and she's getting older. She needs to make a move on something like that. Definitely getting some vibes about that. Show me a message about how this divine feminine feels in regards to the masculine. Okay. Oh, well. Financial constraints. Action is down here at the bottom. Non-action. When it's financial constraints in a love relationship question, obviously it could be about, I wish you were here, masculine, because I could really use some financial support from you. Something your divine feminine doesn't really tell you is she could really use some of your financial support. I mean, if you guys were married and living together, you would take half of that burden away from her. And she would feel some release, some relief, you know? And she kind of wishes that you could live with her. You could be there. You could be that partner, that marriage partner that could just take on some of life's difficult financial battles. She also feels like you would benefit living with her also, because you would eliminate a lot of your financial difficulties and battles. You know, just thinking about some friends of mine or just other people that I know of that are getting like child support, but they still love their ex, you know. Wouldn't it be nice if they were together and the man wouldn't have to be paying that child support, and, you know, the woman would be getting support around the house and the family would be better. I mean, that's what Spirit wanted, a tight family unit that would have each other's back and support each other and lift each other up and build businesses, invest in real estate, have a beautiful family, just be a strong family unit. But they just can't, because they can't get over some kind of situation, or there's a third party situation involved, or there's some kind of toxic devil card bullshit going on. And it's like it destroys families. So it's that kind of a situation here also with the nurture and financial constraints. Let's get a message. Divine Feminine, what do you want to tell your masculine? What do you want to tell your masculine? Okay, from the heart space. From the heart space, masculine, I'm so confused. I don't know what to do. Please help me figure this out. Or figure us out, rather. Please help me figure us out. The feminine, again, is just lost, trying to really figure herself out, trying to figure your guys' relationship out, not knowing what to do. She's running out of ideas. She's running out of options. That's the Nine of Wands. It's almost like she's ready to give up, but she hasn't yet. That's the Nine of Wands. I'm a wounded warrior. I'm standing at the precipice of an ending. I'm still standing, but I am so hurt. I am so worn out and worn down. This war has taken the best out of me, and I need help. I need guidance. I need support. I need you to come in. Like, you know, and she really, more than anything, wants your advice, wants your comfort, wants your presence. The feminine just wants you in her life. She is also sorry if she ever made you question your own worth, because she believes that you're incredible inside and out. And also, she doesn't just care about sex, and she doesn't think you just care about sex. That's not true. She does care about you. She loves you. She just doesn't know how to share her emotions with you. She's afraid you might turn her down in some way. Okay? The next card here is, I've screamed and had fits of rage over our connection. So she's just been hella frustrated. Hella frustrated in your connection. And she's really ready to throw in the towel, but she hasn't yet. Let's get a true love oracle on this. What is it the divine feminine feels in her heart of hearts? Okay, in her heart of hearts, what does the divine feminine feel? Bottom of the deck is the twin flames. Oops, sorry. So the divine feminine feels like you are her soulmate. You're not only her soulmate, you're her twin flame soulmate. She feels like her soul is tied to your soul. One soul, two bodies. She feels like you guys were destined. There's some kind of destiny that keeps tying you guys together, bringing you guys together, that it didn't happen by accident and it happened on purpose. And she believes you guys do have a purpose together. That's why she's hanging on. The next one is life renewed. The caterpillar comes out of the chrysalis. She wants a new beginning with you. She wants to renew life with you. She doesn't want to relive the past. Fuck the past. She wants to create a new future with you. She's hoping to God you're willing to do that as well. But she doesn't know how you feel. She doesn't know what you want. And that's why a lot of fear is just kind of developed. And she did go under a lot of self-sabotage for a while, it feels like, with that Nine of Swords. But she has recently conquered that situation. Spirit, please guide and direct me. Is this relationship being transformed for the divine feminine? What's happening in the divine feminine's life? Is she transforming a situation? I think what I'm hearing is she is transforming her finances. Her financial situation was dire, but I think now it's transforming. She's rising above a financial constraint. She's finally getting some kind of payback on an investment or some kind of financial gain. Maybe she doesn't know how to spend it. She doesn't know where to invest. The cards you have is receptivity. So she is willing to listen. Bottom of the deck is Trickster in reverse. Your divine feminine, in case you haven't noticed lately, she may have not always been the easiest to talk to. She may have come across like a know-it-all. She may have come across closed off, maybe even closed-minded in your opinion. And you felt it very difficult to talk to her. But what's transformed is she's actually quiet. She's willing to listen to you. She's willing to understand your other side of the story. She's willing to just be a partner and be that other half that is not judgmental. She doesn't want to be a harsh critic. She wants to be a nurturer. She wants to be a caretaker. She wants to offer her heart and her love. She wants you guys to move on from your difficulties, not stay stuck in the past, not talk about the past anymore, not revisit that. She's not even worried about it. She's not holding any grudges against you. She's not holding any anger or bitterness about however long this fucking period took. She's just like, fuck all of that past. Let's be good now. I need you now. I want you now. I love you now. And mostly she needs you now. So let's hear receptivity. Heck. There it is. So she is tuning in with care to the universe's guiding rhythms. Where My Heart Wants to Go is the title of this picture. She might be listening to a lot of music also right now. Not only may she be a Cancerian, she may also be a very strong air element because this card is an air element. So Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. The number is 3 and the phase is refinement. Your divine feminine is becoming more refined. Your divine feminine is an empath and she feels everything and everyone. Life sometimes feels complex and overwhelming for your feminine because she's so intuitive. It's hard for her to focus on herself because she's always feeling the energy of others. She's trying to listen to the music of life. At every moment, she's awash in energy currents of color light, radio waves, frequencies beyond the normal perception. Social media and advertisements and mail and all kinds of dilemmas going on. There's so much noise out there that your divine feminine picks up on. It's really hard for her to focus and decipher what is truly helpful. No wonder she sometimes seems preoccupied with her own ideas and beliefs. They represent a small island of sanity for her in a world filled of other people's emotions and feelings that she takes on. She's now opening herself up to new influences, and it can be hard for her to step out of this box. Yet, she sees very clearly that if she closes herself off from outside input, she's only going to get more of what she's already had, and she doesn't want that anymore. People have told her repeatedly what she needs to hear, but she doesn't often listen, and she can't listen. Sometimes receptivity was just too blinded with everything else going on. She felt she knew what was best at times, and now she's realized maybe she never really has known what's best. So there's the second guessing of oneself, that stalemate of indecision, the lack of trust in her own decisions. She feels vulnerable, like she doesn't fit in. She doesn't fit into other people's moods. She doesn't fit into what other people want from her. Her voice may annoy others. She may bother them with her presence. She may feel like she just can't click with the ones she's trying to click with. She even feels that there might be some kind of a blood coursing through her veins situation, like maybe she's been having a difficulty breathing, some anxiety. She may feel kind of out of shape or swollen, or just like her flow is not right. She needs a better rhythm. She's trying to make some time for some sacred space and music that helps her be receptive, but it's hard for her to find that time. And with Trickster in reverse, behind the Trickster is the seed of life, the emblem of renewal. When things go wrong, we can always return to the fundamental laws, all the nucleus of all the endeavors. But when this is reversed, by the way, the page number is 144. And that's a very prominent number for the Divine Feminine, especially the Twin Flame Divine Feminines. In reverse, the Divine Feminine still thinks in some way she's in control. She's on top of a situation. She gets that it goes back to the basics, but we're not laughing. It goes to toss a ball for some fun and some lightness. What goes up must come down, and just might bounce back up again. Physical play opens up for fun, so pull another card. It just might bring you back down to earth. All right, so we're going to pull another card that might help the Divine Feminine have fun and come back down to earth. Seems like the Divine Feminine's had a lot of ups and downs. She realizes that. She still thinks she's in control, but she's learning she's not. She's just not in control of that. Spirit, what's another card to clarify what goes up must come down? What advice can we give the Divine Feminine? Ooh, so the number 20, which is sacrifice. Sacrifice for the greater abundance. Isn't that beautiful? So, Divine Feminine, the great uncle of the Pandavas and Kauravas is Bhishma, who took a lifelong vow of celibacy. My God. Divine Feminine, Listen, you're the cross watcher. Your divine feminine has been celibate. I just think you should fucking know that. And it's not funny, and the divine feminine probably wouldn't want me to tell the cross watcher this, but the divine feminine has not been getting any for probably quite some fucking time. They have taken a vow of celibacy. That's what went up, must come down, and maybe goes back up again. I don't know, but they're thinking about getting out of this vow. Anyways, he took a lifelong vow of celibacy since the future wife wished her son and no one else to be king. It meant that Brishma could not have any progeny and may be a warrior and a strategist. He became a great teacher to both the Pandavas and the Kauravas. During the war, although it forced him and the Kauravas on to side with him, he was equally fond of the Pandavas and honestly tried to be impartial. This is very much like the masculine's oracle, where he was trying to be neutral. And the divine feminine here, again, is trying to be neutral. This is full of ancestral wisdom. The divine feminine is trying to calm herself where others are agitated. She's trying to reach a level of peace amongst a war and chaos. Your divine feminine could be an expert at being a statesman, a true master of meditation and self-control. She may have her finger on the pulse of all events, but when a sacrifice is made from her, it lightens the load of the decision-making because her ego is no longer involved for self-satisfaction. The welfare of others is the primary focus of your divine feminine. She's blessed with a level temperament. She's maintaining her composure at all times. She's not trying to vent into passion or anger. Like a disciplined ascetic, she bears the loneliness of the sacrifice of great dignity and patience and striving to be noble. This card indicates that she is making a sacrifice for the greater good. A sacrifice may bring reward or lead to outcomes that serve a higher purpose. She may be going through a period of change or transition, and this is a signal that she may have to necessarily move forward to open a door that may lead to a broader awareness of her own personal soul growth. So your divine feminine has made some personal sacrifices. She has sacrificed her own wants and desires and put down her own ego for other people. She's learned humility. And she has taken a vow of celibacy, I do feel, to be a better person. And she just wants to focus on her spiritual journey. She wants to rise up and be a more spiritually minded person. She wants to have a better temperament. She wants to be level-headed. She wants to be calm. She wants to be neutral. She wants to love others. And she is willing to sacrifice. I just want you to know your divine feminine is bomb as hell. And if you think you know her, you don't. She's gone through a major transformation. She is taking care of the needs of others. She is also probably going through a difficult kind of financial tight squeeze situation. On one hand, she's getting money, she's getting inheritance, or she's getting some kind of reward from her investments. On the other hand, she has to reinvest that money somewhere. So she doesn't know if she wants to put that in a car, in a house, in a business, in herself, into others. Like, she just needs guidance financially, and she wishes that she had your support because she doesn't like feeling like this is all on her, but she's learning that strength within herself. And she is learning to take care of her own needs as well as the needs of others. I feel like she's always taking care of the needs of others with this Chariot energy here. She definitely is taking care of the needs of others. But she also is learning to take care of those needs of her. Okay? So I do feel some big changes on your divine feminine's part for the better. How she feels about you. Let's get a love confession. How does the divine feminine feel about you? Well, all right, marry me. Maybe she likes that new movie with Jennifer Lopez, Marry Me, right? That was a good movie. There's also a song called Marry Me. You know, she likes those songs. She likes those movies. She loves marriage. She might be a big fan of Jennifer Lopez, or maybe she looks like Jennifer Lopez. I don't know. But this Marry Me is like, that's how she really feels about you. She wants that commitment. She wants you to marry her, be committed to her, share the financial burdens with her, share the home with her, share the spiritual journey with her. She really wants to be in union with you. And she may not tell you this, but she really sees a future and wants you in her life. Bottom of the deck is the heart has its reasons, of which reason no. She doesn't know why she wants you so bad and so much. She can't help it. All she knows is her heart wants you. Her heart loves you. She's drawn to you. She just feels that yearning for you, okay? It doesn't make sense to her knowing that she's been through a 7 of Swords with you. She's been through a 5 of Wands with you, which is a back and forth, you know, just back and forth secrets between the both of you. Definitely some struggles, 9 of Wands. You guys have been through a hell and high water together. She doesn't give a fuck. She's willing to be with you always. That's what she wants. All right? That is your reading, guys, for the cross-watching for the Divine Feminine energy. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Please don't forget to hit the like button, and please subscribe if you haven't yet. I'd appreciate you. Remember, like I always say, this love, this life is a journey, not a destination. So just keep swimming. Thank you for watching this reading. There's many, many more for you to scroll down. Go to my channel, check out my videos. I recently did some badass twin flame readings. I've done some really amazing other readings before that, just the zodiacs, the 12 zodiacs. If you want to hear your zodiac reading, please tune into one of those messages. There's a lot of good messages in there for you to watch if you like what I do. So I hope you get a chance to watch them. And I hope I get to see you later. I love you guys. I'll be back. I miss you. I'm striving really hard to juggle everything right now, so thank you for your patience. And yeah, just keep swimming, guys. I'll see you later. Bye, Sadisman. I love you guys. Bye, markers. Have a wonderful, beautiful day. I'll see you guys later. Bye.